Thanksgiving, a holiday meant for gratitude and family. But for the Finley family, this particular Thanksgiving will reveal secrets that have been long buried, bringing a terrifying twist that will change their lives forever. So go ahead and prepare yourself for a Thanksgiving story with a haunting mystery that is chilling and unexpected. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 20, the big 20, baby. And of course, before we jump into this mind-twisting Thanksgiving story, we have to start off with our Zasaga strain of the day. Blueberry Crumble. A very potent indica dominant strain, of course. Now, y'all go ahead and get y'all Zasaga utensils prepared. Put your ganja goggles on. And let's jump into this Thanksgiving twist. Linda Finley was busy preparing the Thanksgiving dinner for her family, her husband Tom, their teenage kids, and also Tom's elderly mother, Miriam. And the crazy thing is, something strange has been happening all week. Linda has been finding doors unlocked at odd times, heard footsteps in empty rooms, and also she even discovered muddy footprints by their back door. Well, she brushed it off as just holiday stress, just trying to keep her mind on the dinner ahead. But little did she know, this was just the beginning of a very disturbing night. Now, as the family settled in, the doorbell rang. Now, they weren't expecting anyone, but when the doorbell rang, Tom's mother, Miriam, her face went pale. Reluctantly, she stood up, opened the door, and in walks in is a man named Edward. He looked familiar, but Linda noticed Miriam's trembling hands and forced smile. Edward introduced himself as an old acquaintance of Miriam's. Miriam's eyes darted to her family, but she didn't say anything. Of course, Linda obviously sensed something was wrong, and she grew increasingly uneasy with Edward's presence. Throughout dinner, Edward's questions grew more directed. He even asked Linda about their kids, their routines, and even asked about the house's layout. I'm talking about with unsettling curiosity. Now, Linda's husband Tom tried to brush it off as small talk, but Linda just couldn't shake the unease that she was feeling. Now, finally, Miriam just blurted out that Edward was not a friend. It was somebody from her dark past that she thought she would never see again. Years ago, Miriam had been involved in an incident involving Edward, who had recently just been released from prison. She had testified against Edward, and since his release, he had been looking for her. Well, tonight, he found her, and the family realized they were all in danger. With a slight smirk, Edward stood up at the table and pulled out a blade from his bag and placed it on the table, rubbing his fingers across the edge of the blade. Now, Linda tried to keep calm, suggesting that they go outside for a Thanksgiving tradition. A family walk around the block. Edward hesitated, but Linda insisted it was part of their family ritual. Just trying to buy time, of course. They began to walk outside. At the same time, Linda was texting 911 as they was walking down the street. As they reached the end of the block, police cars pulled up, surrounding Edward. Officers stepped out and with the family's help quickly detained Edward and confiscating the blade he had in his possession. The family breathed, a sign of relief that they were safe. But Linda still felt like it was something that she didn't know. Now, as Edward was led away by the police officers, he spoke 5 words that left Miriam stuck in place. Edward smiled with a sinister smile and said, "I will see you very soon." Now, the next part of this story will leave you speechless, so stay tuned. But first, my eyes low. Now it's time to get my belly full, baby. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, baby. I'm back. As you see, I got me some suya, shrimp, and rice with some 3-layer mac and cheese on the side. You know, got it from my man Rich. You already know the Suya Boys. I got their Instagram in the description below. Go check them out and definitely go get you a plate. If you're in the downtown Silver Spring area, you could go get you a plate. Go check them out. Now, back to this Thanksgiving twist. Now, the family is back at their home from the crazy little situation that they just had, right? And Miriam's hand is shaking as she finally come clean and reveals the truth. Miriam said she had known Edward for years. I mean, in fact, Edward was her son that she abandoned long ago when he had fell into the life of crime. It's crazy, right? Miriam had lied to the family, obviously, for a long time. Pretty much keeping this dark part of her past a secret, hoping that Edward would never return. But now he was back, and his words lingered in her mind. He had truly been arrested, or was that only the beginning? Now, of course, this family felt some relief and mixed with some dread, knowing that Thanksgiving will never be the same again. As the family gathered, Miriam sat in silence, haunted by her past, thinking she would never escape it. Edward had made his intentions very clear. He was not done with her yet. This Thanksgiving, the Finley family learned that some secrets never stay buried, and some secrets can be as dangerous and dark as they come. Thanksgiving is supposed to be the time of joy, but sometimes the past can turn even the happiest holiday into a severe nightmare. If you enjoy this story, I want you to go ahead and comment below and tell me, what would you have done in a situation like this? It's crazy, right? And also like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss another story like this. I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.